Welcome back to Grumpy's Garage, guys. In this episode, we get a start on the HZ. I talk about the insurance company, why this car was a total loss, how much it cost me to buy back, my experience with the insurance company, and most importantly, once I do fix it, can it be reinsured? A lot of you have questions. Hopefully I can answer them.
Phase one of fixing Krusty is by buying an Ultra Krusty. I purchased this station wagon only for the quarter. So this quarter is in pretty good nick. Obviously that needs to be addressed and fixed, so I'll fix that. But this is the area that I need, all this area. And there's not surface rust, that's it. There's no major rust in that whatsoever. So I'll get this off the trailer, but it'll be a couple of weeks before I get into it.
Righto. So after the accident, I called the insurance company while we're still there, and I spoke to a lady called Sue at Shannons, and she was so helpful, it was not funny, and the tow trucks were actually turned up whilst I was still on the phone. That's how quick she worked. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's pretty much peak hour traffic in Mildura at that time, everybody on their way home. So it was a good result. We got the cars on the tray truck. My wife came and picked me up, and then the process began. The following day, I went down to the panel shop where the car was at, Mal Smith's. So big shout out to Jono down there, because I asked him if he could get onto this as quick as he can and do an assessment on the car and get it off to the insurance company as fast as possible, and he did. So we had a result. By the end of the week, Allianz had already known that the car was a total loss. So moving forward, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I'd spent that whole time worried about how much this car was going to cost me to buy back off the insurance company. I came up with 10 grand because I didn't want to lose this car. I wanted it back.
Well, that was easy. Not. Look at that. It's got no rust in there whatsoever. But it had all this waxy stuff. I'm pretty sure all that isn't from factory. But not that it matters, because this quarter is going. Let's get the top one off.
So stress levels are up and anxiety levels are up pretty high by the time they called me back a week and a half later, because I knew that there was going to be a price there. I knew that they were going to ask me if I want the car or not. And lo and behold, my car was over 35 years old, and it automatically, I get salvage rights, and that car comes back to me regardless of what condition it's in, free of charge. I could not believe it. There was no buyback on this car. The car was given back to me with the full paid out insurance. So another big shout out to Mal Smith Panels and Jono. 3 o'clock on the Friday afternoon, he bent over backwards to get that car back to me by the weekend. And it turned up about 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So I'm just getting the HZ ready, and I want to be able to see exactly how much I need to replace, and I need to figure out how much of that quarter panel on the other car I need. And then I realised this is taking too long. I need to just be quick about this and start getting that quarter panel off the donor car. Now, the reason for this is I might be a little bit fussy, but this is a bit of a wrecked car, and I didn't like it hanging around the yard. And I also don't like the fact that it's taking up space and time inside my shed as well. And it's something I've never done before, and that's unpicked quarter panels and stuff like that. But I realised this is just taking me way too long. I'm going to be on this for days to try and get this quarter panel off. So I went the shortcut way and I cut off as much of this quarter panel as I knew I needed. I could set it aside, then I can process the rest of this car. Now, I did take other rust cuts off this car, so all you traditionalists out there that are, you know, they want to mock me or say whatever you like, doesn't bother me. But this car is totally unrepairable. So many times you see cars advertised like this, $3,000. Not even a parts car, mate. So that's just what you get. You look on Marketplace and there is some ridiculous cars out there that people have had in paddocks. They are absolutely knackered. Well, this is one of those cars. Roof's rusted out, floors rusted out. No way knowing this car is anything other than a parts car. Look, most of the parts that was in this car have been taken out. My mate John, who wrecks these cars for a living, he'll either resurrect them or he'll use them as parts. So this car's probably actually saved or got a couple of other cars up and running. That's what these cars are all about. And now it's my turn to get my car going.
Righto, we've cut that. That's cut and then trimmed across here so I can pull this skin away from that one there. That's cut across there so that I can get into all of this one here. I think all that's left is lift it up on the hoist and cut a bit more out.
So believe it or not, apart from the rust cuts on this car, there is a lot of parts on this car that I want to take as well. I've got the rear brakes that I need to take off, the whole front end. So at the end of the day, a lot of parts from this car will be available, all reconditioned, and they will get other cars back on the road. Removing these rust cuts has taken me about 4 hours. There's a couple of parts there that I actually unpicked and took off because there's mates that need parts as well. So let's add 4 hours to that time. And that's before I start unpicking this quarter from all the stuff that I've cut ready for the other car.
And as easy as that, I now have the quarter panel off the car. So the quarter panel has been removed. Now, I need this complete brake setup because I've got a couple of 10-bolt Salisburys. They're all exactly the same, all the same springs, all the same clips, everything. So I need them for rebuilding another diff. These control arms will be coming off, upper and lower. I will reco those and put new bushes in them. What else do I need out of this car? Roof rack's got to come off. Now the one on the other side's rusted. It's got a rust spot right here. But you can buy straight stainless steel bars to go in there. So that roof rack will be up and running again. Not much sense cutting this corner out of here because it's got rust. This side of the car is pretty bad actually. So rusted right out across there. I'm going to take the glass out. Somebody might want the glass. What else? I mean, there's nothing really to cut out of this side of the car. It's in quite bad condition. Although this section here is good. That section there is good. Same as the front on both sides. So I'll cut them out because somebody might want those as well. And because once this is gone, it's gone. It will come back as a Daewoo, more than likely. Let's keep going. Saturday morning, day 2 on this car. Today's idea is to get this engine gearbox out, stick it in the trailer because I do not want it, do not need it. It's locked up, so it's not worth saving. Then I've got to get all the suspension parts off of this car, the brakes. I'm going to cut a couple of weld sections out, like the bottom of that, bottom of that one, because they're not bad. And then hopefully today, as you can hear, it is raining. this whole thing is loaded in the trailer, ready to bugger off on Monday.
So I paid $800 for this car. The motor in this car was totally seized, so it is just scrap metal. The gearbox is only a 3-speed manual, so that's scrap metal. There's millions of them out there anyway. So motor out and salvage all these front end parts.
Righto, so front end, all the parts I want are completely pulled off. Now, I'm not even going to worry about this sway bar, but there's my whole box of stuff that I need to recondition. Just adding to the list of stuff I need to do, but I am going to start reconditioning all this stuff within the next month or two. And that's everything up on the mezzanine floors as well. Put them all in boxes, take them to the Bendigo swap meet. So now that this is all done with, this is where it ends up. And it will come back as a day wheel.
It's the end of the line for this old HZ station wagon now, so the scrappy will soon take care of it and it'll be off. More than likely come back as a day wheel. But I did get something recycled from it, and it is at the end of the video, so keep watching. Thanks for watching, guys. So far I've spent $900 in parts for my HZ wagon to get it running, and I've spent about 8 hours worth of work, and that includes pulling that whole front end apart and a few rust repairs that I unpicked for some friends. So stay tuned for the next video when I start actually pulling the other quarter panel off and straightening everything that needs to be done there. And thanks for watching. And here it is. Look at that. The wagon came back as a toaster. Cheers.